British Airways Holidays are obviously trying to encourage all of us to take our holidays seriously. When you're on holiday, are you quite good at being disciplined and switching off?
I'm livid if I get an email when I'm away.
Do you do an out of office?
I'm like, no, I don't. When I want to. I unscribe to basically everything I'm subscribed to. But if anyone sort of it's like if anyone emails me on a Sunday, I'm slightly livid. For me, going on holiday, it's about enjoying the moment. It's a treat away from real life where, you know, I'm sort of facilitating everything in everybody's life. I am the facilitator.
Yes, you are.
Like every mother and working woman I know. And so for me, it's just about, it's just stepping back really and just enjoying myself and being in the moment.
Hello there. Now, before we get into this episode, I just wanted to let you know this isn't any ordinary episode of the podcast. This is the Happy Place Guide to Holidays, an exclusive Happy Place mini-series brought to you by British Airways Holidays, who are all about helping you take your holidays more seriously. Now, in this series, I'll be speaking with an amazing collection of guests about their reasons for travel and what a great holiday means to them. Is it the food of different places, the different cultures, or does it ignite their passions? I'll also be getting a few tips from them on how to find your holiday happy place. Plus, we'll chat about all the things you'd expect from Happy Place. Enjoy. Hello, Tess Daly.
Hi, thanks for having me. Chat.
Thanks for coming on. First of all, massive congrats.
Oh.
Because you went to Buckingham Palace the other day, didn't you?
Well, I haven't been yet.
You haven't been yet?
Haven't been yet.
It's been announced, but you haven't been.
But it's in the offing note, yes.
Congrats.
The actual investiture is imminent, but I guess it'll be in the next couple of months. But thank you.
This is so exciting.
Still can't quite believe it.
Absolutely. You're a broadcasting legend.
Oh, it's just, well, I won't go that far.
No, you need to be
honoured.
honoured.
It's a wonderful honour to receive, and it's like the greatest thing that's ever happened to me, I think.
It's so amazing and so deserved. Now, the important question is, what are you wearing to the palace?
Don't ask. What do you wear?
I think this is the time where you wear a hat, because where else do you wear a hat? You never wear a hat, apart from maybe a wedding, but even then.
And is it a suit or is it a dress? Is it a high heel? Is it a wedge?
I mean, I'm going high heel, hat,
yes,
and like a dreamboat dress.
Yes.
So excited for you.
Thank you very much.
Has it felt like a bit of a landmark for you in terms of your career? Have you kind of stopped and gone, oh my God, let me look back on this whole career of mine?
I mean, I have thought I wish my dad could know about this, because I sadly lost him many years ago, about 22 years ago, before I even had kids. So he never saw me on Strictly. He loved Brucey. He loved ballroom dancing. He'd have loved that moment when I was, and I would have, there are certain things that you wish could have happened, and I would have loved him to have sort of known that that this had happened, because that would have meant the world. But I haven't sort of looked back and thought, oh, it's for this. But I have thought this, it's an incredible honour, and I mean, I haven't really sort of fully taken it in yet. I suppose when I actually get to hold the medal, wear it, and have it pinned to me, that's going to be when it really sinks in.
Do you know who's doing it? Will it be Prince William?
No idea yet. It could be King Charles. It could be Prince William.
Oh, come on,
it could be Princess Anne.
Love a bit of Princess Anne.
Yes.
I think you'd have like mega bants with her when she's doing it.
She's wonderful.
She is so wonderful. Well, I'm so thrilled for you. You've now been doing Strictly, what, 20 years?
20 years. Yeah, I was pregnant with my eldest child, and she turns 21 in October, as does Strictly.
That is wild.
It's unbelievable.
Does it feel like 20 years?
Well, not really, but I was in my mid-30s when I started, and now I've got about to be 21-year-old. A lot has happened. It's almost a lifetime. It is a lifetime for my girls, who are 20 and 16. And they've been, obviously, I was pregnant with both of them during different series. Amber in 2009, Phoebe 2004. So it has been a massive part of our lives, really, growing up. Phoebe's birthday's in October. Every year I think, please don't let it be on a Friday or a Saturday, because you don't ever want to miss your kid's birthday. And then her party has to be on a Thursday instead. So, yeah, it's been a massive part of our lives, and they've loved it, actually. And getting to work with Claudia, of course, is an absolute dream.
Claude.
Love her.
But you can tell from watching it, you both just love it. And
She's
you still
brilliant.
love it after all these years.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it? I mean, it's always sort of felt like having a seat at the best show in town. I've always felt kind of really privileged to be part of something that people really enjoy. And people in the street or in the supermarket, they talk to me about Strictly and how they they don't want winter to come, but they can't wait to watch Strictly, so they kind of don't mind that Christmas is coming, and to be part of people's viewing habits and something that brings them together. And it just feels like something quite special, really, to be a part of that.
It is.
And you never take for granted that people are going to come back and watch, and it is amazing when they sort of say, we wouldn't miss it, and we sit down with our family, because that's quite rare these days that people sit around the telly together as families,
It is. That's what I like about, my kids are now about to turn 10 and 12, and you look for those moments where you can sit together, because otherwise one's on a PlayStation, one's watching YouTube, and actually those moments where you congregate.
And they're not even in the same room. And
not in the same room.
And I remember growing up as a kid sitting down with my family to watch Saturday night television.
Yeah.
And it was, you set your week by it. You were going to be there. You weren't going to miss it. There was not social media then. There were not the distractions that there are now. And families came together for event television and for, entertainment shows, whatever it might be. And it felt kind of special. And I have memories of sitting with the family. We had our tea and then we sat and watched the telly, something special on a Saturday night. And that was part of my childhood growing up. And of course, now it is really different because there's a lot more choice.
Yeah. And so few live shows are, well, even in existence, let alone watched.
True.
But Strictly is up there still. Like, you get the viewing figures, you get the fan base. People are, like you say,
it is
willing
wonderful.
it on.
People
it's magic.
of all ages, and so it's a gift, really, because it's quite rare. No.
It's so rare, and it's getting rarer and rarer. But Strictly just feels like it's in like a world of its own. It will just keep on going.
Well, it is joyful, it's warm, it's entertaining, and it's real. It's happening in real time. We do not contrive reality. You watch it. There's no delay. If someone falls, being brought down from the ceiling on a wire into a paso doble.
Has that happened?
No, but I think I'm sure someone did get stuck. I'm on standby with like a contingency card.
I bet you are.
Every single routine, just in case something goes wrong, in case the music doesn't go right the first time.
Yeah.
The band has to start again in case someone gets stuck coming down a wire, in case someone jumps into someone's arms and doesn't make it and falls.
Is that quite
There's
stressful?
always a contingency, especially in Blackpool, because in Blackpool we have it's a huge venue and the sets are a lot more elaborate and ambitious, and a lot more could go wrong. Yeah. And I'm a lot further away from the floor because it's such a huge venue, so I have to canter in those heels at speed. Oh my
God.
Poised with a contingency card just in case something
That's
happens with
stressing
it, or
me
the
out.
props aren't ready. Because the props guys, who are absolute legends, create those sets in literally about 90 seconds. Sometimes we time it in the dress run and it's like 95 seconds. And I'm thinking, just come on.
No.
Come on, Tommy. You can do it. You and your team. And they do it every single time. But I'm poised in case it's not quite ready and I've got to go and question the judges whilst we wait.
See, I think that we need to know these stories because you watch the show and you're like, oh, it's also slick and everything's it's also show busy and gorgeous. But actually, there's so many people running around, stressed beyond in the background, making this stuff happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge machine and a lot of people involved. And it's our director who makes it, Nikki Parsons. She makes it look that slick because it's like, we're all running behind the scenes just to deliver it on time.
A graceful swan on the surface and the legs are kicking underneath like crazy. Yeah. Also, alongside that, another of your projects is your own business that you run, your swimwear business. So you have got a lot going on.
A business is, I'm really proud of it because we've really grown it the last sort of 4 or 5 years since we launched. But a business is like a small child. It never sleeps. It's like a baby. Yeah. And it needs you constantly to nurture it, to grow it. And so, you are always accountable for it because you have to be. You want everything to go smoothly. You want to grow it. But it's brilliant because you get to be creative and, I've always sort of had that entrepreneurial side. I enjoy building a business. I'm doing it with my best friend, Gail. So it's fun and we get to sort of, design gorgeous swimsuits and resort wear, things we would wear on holiday, and things that are practically brilliant. They're fabulous, gorgeous, and they look amazing, but also they will shove into your suitcase. They don't weigh anything and they won't crease when you arrive because we're practical. We are mothers. We have not got time to steam on arrival. Forget it. That kaftan's coming out. It's not creased.
I don't think I've ironed anything in the last 20 years.
That's what I mean. The most I've done is stick it on a hanger in the shower and turn that on really hot for a minute.
That's a great hack.
That works.
We love that life hack.
You don't have to do anything. Exactly.
But you have got a lot going on. And as you say, with a business, you can't switch off. You try and sleep and there's 10 problems you're trying to solve in your head.
Yeah, of course.
Wondering what the next move is. And then obviously when you're throwing live TV into the mix and a show is demanding as Strictly where it's multiple days a week, week and there's a lot of preparation involved. Are you naturally good at switching off, would you say?
No, I'm terrible at it. I am. I just like live and breathe it, whatever the project is at the time. There's often multiple projects that, I mean, I think we're all wearing many hats, aren't we, these days? And so I don't really switch off. No, I'm terrible. I'm like a night owl, and so I go to bed like midnight, but then I wake up like 5 or 6.
Really?
Ready to go.
Oh my God. How do you survive on so little sleep? I mean, I don't mind getting up early. I love early mornings, but it's late
Constant
night.
snacks.
My personality dies at 8.
Does it?
Yeah.
What time do you
And
go to
about
bed?
8. I mean, I try to get in bed for 9:30, sleep by 10. Yeah. That's on a good day.
wish I
A
could do
bad day is like 10:30. If I'm creeping towards 11, I'm panicking.
Really?
I am panicking.
Are you?
Yeah.
Maybe
I've
that's
just
what I'm
got
doing
nothing to give past 8 p.m. I just I just wither. And if I was out the other day at a party and it was 11 o'clock and I hit a wall and I was like, I've got to get out of here now.
Can't speak.
Eject
I
me.
need my
now, I
bed.
need a cab. This, like 2 seconds ago, I should have been in a cab.
Well, how many hours a night then do you get?
Well,
average?
I probably wake up between 5 and 6.
Okay, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, but then I have quite broken
Mine's more
sleep.
sort of 6. Yeah, I know what you mean. Broken sleep.
Weeing
Busy
a lot.
minds.
A kid in the bed. So there's just like a lot of that going on.
No liquids an hour and a half before bed is the key.
Yeah. I
you
still go though.
Do you?
Yeah, like twice a night, every night.
Maybe it's just too much.
So
liquid.
annoying. Just like no pelvic floor, weak bladder. It's like a really bad combination of all the things. So you're not great at switching off. No, nor am I. I think it's really hard when you've got a lot going on. For most people, you know, it's just hard to switch off.
How can you just... I tell you who can switch off. Men. They can
Very good
switch
at it.
off.
Yeah.
They're so good at it.
So Vernon just goes to bed. Night.
Yeah, like
and he's
literally.
off. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, he could sleep on a washing line. Quite contentedly for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Magic switch goes off. I just think because we're the facilitators and we're doing everything and wearing every hat, I think our minds are a lot busy. I don't know. I think it's a lot easier for men to switch off. Maybe I know I'm generalising, but
I think it's a pretty solid generalisation right there. It's really tough. What does wellness mean to you? That's quite a broad question because I mean, even with Happy Place, we are a wellness brand, but then I don't necessarily align with all of the wellness things. I don't traditionally think of wellness as one thing. So I'm always intrigued as to how others view it. What does it mean to you?
For me, wellness means feeling good in yourself.
Yeah.
Feeling energized, feeling positive, feeling able and capable to manage everything in your day, turn up for everything in your life. That's no mean feat.
Nope.
For everybody who needs you.
Yeah.
The little people, the older people. You've got to feed them all. You've got to manage them all. And do it with love, you know. You don't want it to be a chore, and then you've got to turn up for everything else in your life that needs you, whether that's paying the car insurance or sorting out the school stuff or whatever it is. Finding the water bottle on, all the little things that we need to do. And I try and do it all the night before. I try really hard to be really organised, but there's always something that escaped me notice in the morning. I make notes on my phone, and it's ridiculous. I do little alarms on it, like all day long. I have little notes like that. I spring to attention.
Yeah. What if I set this alarm for? I can't remember.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Okay, there's a note. Phew, I left a note with that one. Just trying to stay on top of it all. But for me, wellness is it's being physically able to turn up for everything in your life. It demands your time, demands your attention, and it's feeling good doing it. And it's feeling well mentally, really. I'm trying to, stay positive and stay positive for everyone in your life who needs you to be positive.
Yeah.
So wellness to me is it's been fit, it's been flexible, but I'm having a Kit Kat and a packet of crisps every afternoon. I'm not a saint. It's eating whole foods because I love whole foods, healthy foods. I haven't eaten red meat since I was 16. That's just a choice for me. But I love naughty snacks. So it's about moderation and balance. And I'm certainly not a saint, but I need to sort of occasionally lift a few weights, or else I get too sinewy. I've got a very fast metabolism. I don't sit down very often. I'm constantly on the go. Don't sleep enough, really. So there are certain things that I need to do, little hacks for myself I need to do, whether that's get enough sleep or whether that's stretching, doing 15 minutes, like an online yoga thing, 15 minutes just to stretch so that I feel flexible, so I spring out my chair, rather than drag myself out my chair. Flexibility for me is wellness. Knowing I can run upstairs, fly up the stairs, and just kind of, keeping yourself mentally and physically well, not obsessing about it. I refuse to obsess about anything.
Good.
It's all in moderation.
I agree. I think that is...
Moderation for me is key.
What wellness is like whatever makes you feel well.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. Like I love doing yoga and I love having those little things that I know really work for me, whether it's doing a little meditation one day, but then the next night I might want to go out and drink margaritas and laugh heartily with my friends, which is going to really boost me, make me feel really good. And I think when wellness becomes too prescriptive, that's when it's an issue, when it's like you have to do all of these things and then it's bloody boring.
And then I think you're not going to stick to it realistically.
No.
It's like
You're not.
a lot of diets, a lot of people fall off the wagon because you can't stick to that. There are too many conditions to satisfy that are not practical within your busy life to manage. So I think it's about taking little bits of what works for you. And, whether that's having a protein yogurt once a day just because you get a bit of extra protein. Whatever it is that works for you, it's just it's looking after yourself and it's allowing yourself a little bit of slack as well.
Yeah, too right.
A little bit of what you fancy.
Hard on yourself. How are you about taking breaks? Are you good at scheduling in holidays and making sure that you do have time off?
I would like to have more holidays, but I am, fanatical about having at least 1 year, 2 a year, hopefully. I would like more, but it's tricky, doing the schedules together. Vernon's very busy. But it's such a treat, and I think we need it to look forward to. I'm guilty of booking really last minute because, the nature of our work means that you don't know what you're doing 2 weeks before. It's not like a 9 to 5.
It's quite exciting as well, though. Like, I've booked a holiday and I'm going next week.
Exactly.
I like that feeling.
But then I've got friends who book theirs like a year in advance and they're counting down, looking forward to it, and that's quite nice having that little carrot dangling, you know. When it all gets chaotic, it's quite nice. I've never been that organised.
British Airways Holidays are obviously trying to encourage all of us to take our holidays seriously, which I think is super important because A, we need a break and we need to have that balance and that time out, but also when we're there, there's no point going on holiday if we're then going to feel stressed out there, be still thinking about things that are going on back home. When you're on holiday, are you quite good at being disciplined and switching off?
I'm livid if I get an email when I'm away.
Do you do an out of office?
I'm like, no, I don't. Well, I want to. I unsubscribe to basically everything I'm subscribed to. But if anyone sort of it's like if anyone emails me on a Sunday, I'm slightly livid. Right, I sort of think, I don't want to talk about work personally on a Sunday. I want to have a day of rest. I want to not engage. So, although when you've got your own business, of course, you are working on Sundays. But when I'm on holiday, I really try and swerve the email as much as I can. I stay off my phone as much as I can. And I do try and be in the moment because, it's sort of, for me, there's nothing more mindful than looking at the ocean.
Yeah, heaven.
It's just gorgeous. And or having a glass of rosé at lunchtime. Gorgeous. It's a lovely moment. It's a treaty moment. You don't only do that sort of thing on holiday. And I don't want to be overly distracted from that. So, I tend to try and leave my phone as much as I can. But then you need it to take a photograph because you're like, this is a lovely moment. I need to take a photo.
2 years ago, I started a new thing where I put my phone in a drawer in the hotel I'm staying in. And then I bought just a rubbishy little digital camera.
Smart.
And I took pictures the whole holiday on the camera.
Clever.
And then it was such a treat at the end. I actually got them developed. Whatever next? What a novel
and then
thing
what did you
to
do with them? Did you put them in a drawer?
Put them in an album. I've never looked at them since.
Yeah.
But it was so nice not having, because I know if I take my phone to the beach or if I'm even sat by a pool, I'm definitely gonna check social media. I don't need to.
You're gonna send a photo to someone you know. Because you've got a cute photo of the kids, and you need to share that with your mom.
And then you're on it.
And then you're sucked into that because you're like, oh yeah.
I know. I sort of almost gave myself an hour in the morning where I'd do a few worky things, or if I'm editing a book, I'll do a bit of editing, and then in the evening I'd like check in with my mum, check in with whoever's looking after the cats. Do all of that kind of maintenance stuff and then put it back in the drawer.
The cats are fine. it's going
The
away.
cats
to
are
the
fine.
evening.
That means I can now relax.
That takes real discipline to do that, though.
Yeah, but it's good. Well, I think it was 3 days in I thought I actually don't care about my phone
Yeah,
at
it's
all.
so good to do that. I mean, I'm very good at sort of forgetting about when I go away. I just forget social media exists.
Yeah, that's
I just
great.
don't even look at it.
No,
And
you
then
don't want
it's
to.
like, oh, look, there's Instagram.
Yeah.
Who knew? What a novel concept.
I know.
And I sort of give, I'm quite good at sort of swerving all that. But then you get into a WhatsApp conversation with someone you've not spoken to in years, and you're still talking to them 20 minutes later, and you're talking to 2 other people, and then you're like,
I know. It's a
I've
spiral.
missed the sunset. It is. But for me, yeah, I love being on holiday for that very reason, that it does put you in the moment. It forces you to sort of forget everything else as much as you can, these days, because obviously it follows us.
Yeah,
to
but we
our
need
phones.
that. We need a brain
But
break.
we need a break. It's so important. And our kids as well, if you're holidaying with your family, I think it's really important that you give them your attention, because it's a real time to connect, isn't it? And just be away together from everything else. And I think they really enjoy that.
Yeah, they need that.
They need it.
Because we're all so distracted constantly at home or rushing. I'm constantly telling my kids to hurry up. It's like all I ever say to them is like, put your shoes on, get in the car, hurry up. And it's, you just need to take your foot off the gas and just do nothing.
Yeah, and that is the ultimate treat, I think.
It's a treat. It is and it shouldn't be.
That
but
is
it
wellness
does
for me. That's just chilling out.
Yeah.
Do
you do, like, if you're away, do you work out? Do you do yoga? Or are you just totally letting loose?
Sometimes I'll do, if they've got a nice little like sunset yoga class and I see them the day before stretch and they look very kind of mellow and happy, I think,
I'll have a bit of that.
Might get involved with a downward dog whilst looking at the ocean as the sun's going down. It's a beautiful moment. That looks like a beautiful moment. So I might do that occasionally. I might have a little spa treatment maybe.
Oh yeah, what are you going
for? A massage for me. It would be like a stretchy shiatsu Thai type. Anything that gets deep into the muscle. Get an elbow in my buttock and I'm happy.
Yeah. Or reflexology I love.
Reflexology I love as well.
Someone touching my feet is
I love
the
it.
greatest sensation.
Yeah, it is.
Of all time.
But only if it's done really well.
Really well.
Because if it's done gently, like someone's rubbing lotion into your body, it feels really kind of
No, you want them to be doing something.
And I'm like, oh no, don't.
Yeah.
Just please do it meaningfully.
Get stuck in.
Yeah, get stuck in.
With feeling.
And then it's an absolute treat, isn't it? It's really relaxing. Otherwise, it's the opposite of relaxing.
And how about cuisine? What
like,
are you going for food-wise
Oh,
on
yeah,
holiday?
food. Well, this is, I mean, I have to say, apart from gazing at the ocean and sunsets, doing the odd downward dog, my ultimate pleasure on holiday is the food. Yeah. And not having to prepare the meals, not have to shop for the meals, and not have to, no cooking. And when you've got teenagers, they're like, no, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. And so you don't have to, I'm not a restaurant.
Yeah.
But when you're away, that pressure has gone. I love that. And I just love that everyone can have what they want and you can just choose.
And you haven't got to do the dishwasher afterwards.
And you don't
That's
have to
my
do
favourite
anything.
bit.
My favourite bit.
Hate loading the dishwasher.
That's what I mean.
Hate it.
That's why I kind of prefer hotels to villas. Self-catering's brilliant. It's all I had growing up because you've got your own space.
Yeah.
A lot more space to run around in. But I just love not having to start the dishwasher and,
have to lift a finger.
fold the tea towel. I love that.
It's absolutely dreamy, isn't it?
Take the bins out, forget it.
Yeah.
None
and
of that.
Are you like, I'm gonna eat local cuisine, I'm gonna eat whatever the hell I want. What are you going for food-wise?
Well, for me, the ultimate pleasure on holiday is a buffet breakfast.
I love a buffet.
I do too. I just love having a little bit, like about 6 courses of
fruit. And none of them match, but they're all on the plate at the same time.
Maybe a couple of boiled eggs. And yes, exactly. And like, and just frothy coffee. Like I don't drink coffee very often.
Do you not?
No, I always have builder's tea at home.
Really?
That's how I wake up. Can't wait for that cup of tea.
I'm like that with coffee.
Gets me out of bed. I'm like, I can't wait for that first sip of tea.
Same. I cannot wait for my first sip of coffee. But equally, if you said I couldn't have it, I would be so devastated. Yeah. I don't think I'd be able to get out of bed.
No, honestly, that galvanises me out.
Absolutely.
I fly out for it, and I take my own tea bags on holiday as well.
Yeah,
always.
That's a must. Yeah.
We do. Yeah.
I take my own pillow.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
Because I really want to do that because I have a neck. My neck locks.
I take my own pillow because I can't tolerate other people's pillows.
No, I get that.
I take my eye mask, my earplugs.
Same.
I take my own coffee, the type that I like.
Good.
I'm like very niche with all the things that I have to take with me on holiday.
That's a lot of luggage.
It's a big suitcase, but I know that when I get there, I can enjoy the amenities, but I've also got my home comforts with me. I'm very specific.
All of them. Have you got your rug?
Literally all of it.
Excellent.
Like the sofa comes.
What about the cats?
Like
No,
the
not the
cats,
cats.
they sadly don't come. But I think this is the. I feel like we have a similar holiday experience. Like we want to let loose and relax
And just chill out and just
chill.
take your foot off the gas.
Take your foot off the gas. You know, do a little bit of exercise if it feels like you need to move your body, but it's
And I'll get on a paddle board if there's.
I love paddle boarding.
Love a paddle board.
Yeah,
because it's funny. You don't feel like you're doing anything workout wise. It's just.
But you are the
quite
core.
leisurely. Well, it's not leisurely because your core is going crazy. You're so right. That was such a shock the first time I got on a paddle board.
Such a shock. What was your best ever holiday? Is there one that sticks out?
That's a really good question. The best ever one. It was probably the one where we renewed our vows after 10 years of marriage, because Vernon surprised me with that. And he flew, our daughters were on the next plane. I didn't know they were coming. And the morning of our anniversary, we'd only been away for a day. We were away for a long weekend for the 10-year anniversary of our marriage. And on the first morning we woke up there, he surprised me with, we're going to renew our vows today. And the next thing I knew, I went downstairs and there were our daughters in little cute dresses with sparkly shoes and little princess dresses.
Did so
that
good.
was lovely. He did really well, actually. Yeah, and it was such a surprise, and I hadn't had to organise it, which was the first, because I usually organise everything to do with holidays.
And did he do it right?
Microscopically. He did.
Well done,
Did really
Vernon.
well. Yeah, he even brought a dress and shoes for me.
Oh my God, did you like the dress and shoes?
I loved it. Yeah, he did.
This
It was
is
a
the
big
dream.
tick.
Oh my God, well done.
And I had a choice of 2.
Imagine if you'd gone, don't fancy
I know,
renewing.
I'm not wearing that. I'm not going out. I'm not playing out.
Hilarious.
But yeah, that was special just because I've never really holidayed without my kids.
Yeah,
So I only had about 12 hours without them, and then they were there the next day. It was brilliant. Which is why I'm terrible at wellness holidays, because you know what, a lot of people go to exercise boot camps and they do all this sort of stuff, and I would look at it and I think, I buy magazines dedicated to healthy holidays, and I feel like I'm almost there. I'm there.
So close.
Almost. So close.
So close. Just not there.
I'm Googling the resorts and then into their life and thinking, imagine crossing your legs in Thailand and eating vegetarian food and just you. But then when it comes to it, because I've been a mum for 20 years, I've never actually wanted to go on holiday without my kids.
Yeah.
Because I need to let go, actually.
You could almost do a wellness holiday
now
with
they're
them.
35 and 40. No, they're not.
But there are
soon.
ages where you could take them and they'd probably really like
true,
it.
very true. Yeah.
It'd be so
They're
special
young
to
ladies.
do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been on a retreat in my life, which
Same.
I feel is slightly jarring considering all the other stuff that I'm into. But I think it is due to motherhood. It hasn't happened. I haven't had the opportunity to do it, but I'd love
Never
to do
be
that.
in the right time.
Yeah, but I'd love to do a proper wellness break where you
know.
just dedicate that time to you feeling well.
Yeah, I mean, imagine the luxury
We've got to do it
of
sometime.
only thinking of yourself.
I can't
I
even
haven't done
imagine.
that since 2003.
No, not allowed.
That's not an exaggeration.
But you're so close, like
Every
they
mum
are.
is going, I hear you.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm the same.
You're nearly at the age where they're off doing their thing.
I know,
and
true.
Then,
And then I'll be a wreck.
and then it'd be like, come back.
I know. I'll be crying into my
know.
pina colada.
Yeah,
I know there won't be
correct.
one in my wellness retreat. It'll be a
Just a
virgin
green
pina colada.
juice.
Yeah.
Look, neither of us have been on a retreat. We might rectify that one day, but I think it is still easy enough to have a holiday where you implement small little wellness practices. I definitely do a bit of yoga on holiday. Absolutely love it. Sometimes I'll go for a run early doors if it's not too hot.
So you pack your running shoes.
I pack my running shoes because I think actually to go and see a local area properly,
Yeah.
you've got to walk or run.
True.
So like a little light jog before it gets too hot.
Yeah.
How about you?
Smart. Well, I pack the one thing I do not, apart from my vitamins, which I always take with me, my supplements, but I take an exercise band with me.
Oh, nice.
Because it weighs nothing.
Yeah.
It folds up, fits in your
Are
bag.
you doing this kind of action
And I
with
just,
the arms
I
and
use
legs?
that just for arm and leg stretches. You do the cowboy-like things to the side. You tie it around your ankles.
Oh,
and you do
right,
the,
I've never done that.
Like a crab. You move
Yeah.
sideways like a crab.
And you can do that in a hotel room?
You can do that in a hotel room in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I can do, because I don't really want to be going to the hotel gym. I've got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's not my idea of fun.
I don't like gyms.
No,
I
full
haven't been in a
stop.
gym in years.
I don't like sweating.
No, I actually have got a workout routine that I can do in the smallest space. So, say I took the kids away at Easter, and I do need 30 minutes on my own where I'm just not being a mum, and they're on screens, and I put out a little yoga mat, and I
Yeah.
did a little half an hour part workout, part yoga. I've had a bit of time on my own. I've worked out. You need literally the space.
That is like a holiday,
mat.
isn't it? It's like a little holiday in your mind.
On holiday.
It is.
If you're holidaying with kids, you do need like 30 minutes.
So true.
When no one's saying mum.
Because then you come back and you're sort of rejuvenated, refreshed, and ready to give again.
Correct. How would you say wellness has evolved for you on holiday over the years? I mean, for me, back in the day, I don't know if it was part of it at all. Holidays for me, like certainly my 20s, were about going out as much as I could, probably didn't sleep very much, then just basking in the sun all day.
Yeah.
I think actually motherhood's changed things massively for me in terms of I do want to feel refreshed when I get home. I don't want to go home more tired than when I arrive.
True.
Sleep, eating good, doing a bit of exercise, they are the musts for me.
Yeah.
How's it evolved for you, would you say?
Well, for me, going on holiday, it's about enjoying the moment. It's a treat away from real life where, I'm sort of facilitating everything in everybody's life. I am the facilitator.
Yes, you are.
Like every mother and working woman I know. And so for me, it's just stepping back really and just enjoying myself and being in the moment and enjoying that meal, sitting down to enjoy that with my family, reconnecting with them, all being around a table 3 times a day with my family for me is a treat. It's lovely.
It's really rare that happens though, isn't it?
It is rare.
Yeah, everyone's waking up at different times at home or out of the house or at school.
And I'm like hyper vigilant about getting us all around the table because that's how I grew up, and it was important time to decompress with your family, just to discuss your day, whatever it is. And I think that's really important to just connect. And so for me, holidays are about reconnecting as well as a family, especially if you've got older kids, because they just, they're not that interested in connecting with you all the time.
No.
But then you bring them in, or you might pull out a card game, a bit of Uno or whatever it is at the table.
We play so much Uno.
I love
holiday.
Uno.
I bloody love it. It gets quite competitive.
Tell me you've got Uno Extreme.
No.
The one that you put the batteries in, it spews the cards out.
I've not got that.
When you can't go, you've got to hit the button and it may spew out 5 or 6 cards.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Please.
no, we've just got regular Uno. But
Uno
we
Extreme
did
is the
every lunchtime at Easter when we were away. And we had one of my friends came out with her son and we played Uno for like an hour every lunchtime. And you're so right. I'd really underestimated the 3 times at a meal table thing. It's so lovely and so important.
It is, because it just brings you together.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And I love that. Yes, so definitely. Extreme. That's what you need on your next trip. You're not going to get that in your bag as well as your pillow, your cats, your rug, your coffee, and your coffee maker.
Ridiculous.
She hasn't got any clothes packed.
None.
But
none at all.
Just flip-flops.
Exactly.
The caftan.
That's all you need.
It is.
What's one thing you'll do to take your holidays more seriously?
Seriously, I make a lot of lists before I go. The list of what not to forget.
Yes.
Like you wouldn't forget your pillow.
No.
I mean, I respect that. Which will get mine in my bag. I'm now inspired by you. Really going to try.
Take it.
I make a lot of lists, so I try not to forget anything before, and I start that list about a week before. So if I need to shop for certain things, toiletries on the list. I mean, toiletries fill half my bag.
No, same.
Seriously.
But I like that I'm a list person, and then it means the actual experience is stress-free because you've got everything covered.
Yeah, but I am still doing the list the night before. I'm still packing the night before.
No, same. I'm packing on the day.
I am too.
Yeah, because there's always a thing you forget, and I'll still forget something. We've got an episode coming up soon, and we're going to be really diving into the subject of food. Which country in the world would you want to go to holiday in, purely for the cuisine?
Oh, for the cuisine, it's got to be France.
Yeah.
France for me. I just love it because, I mean, number one, they're obsessed with dessert.
Yeah.
It's just, you wouldn't go out and not have dessert. Patisseries, dedicated. They're like shrines to cakes. Yeah. I stand outside and I worship because I've got a very sweet tooth. It's got to be France because, the wine, the dessert, everything about it, I just love.
We're eating little colourful macarons.
Macaroon, isn't it? Is it macaron?
I'm just trying to sound a bit more French.
Do they say macaron?
Macaron?
They probably do.
Yeah, me and my daughter always go, you want a macaron?
I'm
probably saying it so wrong. Where would you say your holiday happy place is? It can be a location or it can be a scenario.
For me, it's probably the south of France. I love because of the ambiance and the light and the rosé and the food and the people. I lived in Paris for about 5 years when I was in my mid-20s. And I just love the French. I love the language. I just love the way of life. I love that everyone eats at least 2 baguettes a day and doesn't bat an eyelid. And they're eating real butter. They're not eating, can't believe it's not butter, shoulda, coulda been butter, whatever. They're eating the best butter. They're eating cheese. There are shops dedicated to cheese. Like anywhere that dedicates a shop, you know, I mean, I'm down for that. I think they've got the priorities entirely right. They're chic. They love their food, and I just love France, and I think that's probably my happy place to have the France, especially just because it's so beautiful.
It's so lovely.
Oh, I love it.
You need to book your holiday,
and I love an American road trip as well.
Yes,
yeah, I think that's kind of fun because the kids love that.
Yeah, have you done it?
Yeah, even a trip round Target is like woohoo! Off we go.
My kids love that.
Yes.
I did a road trip with Reggie years ago, but it was for a TV show. So we sort of half holidayed, half were doing it for TV. But just the States is so fascinating because every state that you go to is like an entirely different scenario. So you're getting all these different cultural experiences, but on one holiday.
It's wild, isn't it?
And you can go wherever you want. That's a really fun trip.
Great experience. I know. I mean, I've only done like the California coast. I'd like to do a lot more.
Yeah, just do the whole thing, east to west. So fun. This is making me desperately want to go on holiday now. I can't bear it.
Same.
Should we just like ditch the rest of the day and go somewhere?
I
was quite tempted this morning. Like, should I just get on a plane and ditch all responsibilities?
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Well, look, I hope you get a holiday soon.
Thank you, honey.
And thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Oh, thanks for having me. Are we done?
We're done, Tess Daly.
Let's talk more about holidays.
We love you. We can just do it
down
off
with dogs
with a pina colada.
Pina coladas and rosé. Yes. Thank you.